love and peace and happiness. I made me a hot decaffeinated tea, a giant cup like I would normally have coffee. It's 1:18, 1:19 now in the morning. I went to sleep early. It was a long day and an early start after a long day. Anyway, so yeah, but then I woke up. And as I laid there, I was thinking, boy, a hot tea would be good right now. But I gotta make sure it's decaffeinated, because otherwise I'll be up forever. It will feel like, okay. So I'm laying there trying to see, are we waking up? Or are we going back to sleep? Well, you see what happened. Clearly we were waking up. But whenever you find this, whatever time of day it is, whatever day of whatever year it is, it's by divine design. It's meant for you. You're meant to find it whenever you do. And Spirit is in charge of that and will guide that. So, yeah, all good things in perfect timing. I hear all good things in perfect timing. So, I usually for Tarot in the Shadows like to get the Oracle of Shadows and Light, but tonight they're guiding me to pull the Pleiadian Oracle. As I'm showing you the empty box. This is the Pleiadian Oracle. I'm being guided to share this with you today. So, let's get these cards popping and see what's the dominant energy. The shadow self is the parts of ourselves that have been pushed down to the unconscious. The parts that we're insecure about, ashamed of, or frustrated with, and therefore repress. The concept of the shadow self is based on the notion that we figuratively bury those pieces of personality that we fear would not be welcomed, accepted, or loved by others. Therefore, we keep them in the shadows. In short, our shadow selves are the versions of ourselves that we do not show society. So what is shadow work? This is the practice of loving what is and setting the shame and judgments free so that we can be our true selves. As Victor Hugo famously said, the greatest happiness of life is the conviction that we are loved. Loved ourselves, or rather, loved in spite of ourselves. All right, so the card that came out is Alcyone. And it says, the brightest stars in our Pleiades constellation, all attune to the heart that is Alcyone. This grand central sun of our galaxy is actually made of multiple stars whose rays of light all directly pass through her gateway towards Earth. As a relative to Master Ra of your solar system, Alcyone 2, it is too a cosmic emitter and universal living library of creation templates. When one attunes to any central sun, or in this case, the great light of Alcyone, they gain an innate ability to receive creation templates, which weaves one's consciousness into the same intelligence as source. A creation template is a packet of information that provides blueprints on the constructs of reality. The card of Alcyone arrives when a time of ripe possibility and co-creation is upon you. All paths you walk upon, bleh. I told you I just woke up. Okay. All paths you walk upon soon turn to gold with your crystal clear intentions that alchemize any lower distractions. This card signals that the universe is saying go and giving you a green light to accomplish all your dreams and visions. Now is a time where one's life choices can empower their life dramatically. Pay attention to any fears that attempt to sway you in other directions, and know that you reside in an attraction-based universe where your motives are duplicated in energy received. Therefore, seek what brings you the greatest joy and fulfillment, knowing that it, too, will be the byproduct of your entire endeavor. Open to the light of glorious Alcyone and merge with your crystal clear vision. You are this source. You are this light. The creation templates seek you. So it says, go for it. Abundance, prosperity, choice. Follow your bliss, a new path, new opportunities, and travel. Perfect. All is provided for, and you are divinely protected. Yes, I love it. Okay, so whether or not this place is something that you know anything, it ain't nothing I knew nothing about. I've only heard about it from this book. I'm just going to say that. The energy is about the possibilities of co-creation. It's talking about the creative power and ability that comes through you. And the universal green light, baby. Green light. Yeah, it's a gold sign. It's a go signal. Love. And then also, they did talk about to remember that any fears or distractions could come up. And, you know, you want to, when those things, you want to transmute those things. When I was reading that part of the book, I was coming up talking about how new client conversation from the shop, how you don't have to necessarily, like, you don't have to put somebody up in your, like, you don't have to take somebody who you have a bad memory with and memorialize them in your home. But it serves you well to, thank you, to transmute the energy of that low vibrational feeling that you have about that person, because these energy center, these energy points that we have that generate feeling like that in us, have these attachments to all this other shit. They always show it to me like it's a spider web attached to this and that and this over here and that over there and the other over there. And so it may be focused on just one experience or one particular person that's like, you know, yeah, they're not going on the altar because, you know, I don't have good memories of them. And when I think of them, I don't think good thoughts of them. It feels very negative. Okay, so, but here's the point of it. That negative feeling isn't coming from that person. Your feelings are generated inside of you. When you have a negative feeling, this is our emotional guidance system letting us know that somewhere we are not in alignment with our authentic true self. So that negative energy that a person feels when they're thinking about a specific situation or person, and we're going to focus on a person for this. I don't know how far they're going to take this train of thought, but whatever. But if you have the negative feeling when you think about that person, that's not that person's fault. That's internal. Feelings are internally generated. And until we hold ourselves accountable for that, like, boy, we're so controllable. We're giving our energy away here and there and everywhere. But it's time for a new beginning. And so what they're showing, this is coming up because they're saying anything that is in resistance, that has some sort of entanglement, attachment, quantum attachment to your energy field in a low vibrational way, has to be, you got to cut the ties to that. You got to release it. They're just showing me like you got to take the broom up to the cobweb and you got to clean that mug out, because if not, it's still connected to all these different things, and that low vibrational energy is self-generated. So that's one thing that they flashed into my mind when I was reading the book. But I'm going to keep this here. I'm going to keep this here because the universe is saying go, and they're giving you a green light to accomplish all your dreams and visions. Yeah. And it's like, why did that come up? Because they were talking about seeking your fulfillment and your joy. This is real. This is great, right? Anywhere where you have been through this period of why I can't get this person or this situation off of my mind, and it's not good, this is one reason why. Because you were being, it's like the way was being prepared for this. It's like the table was being set. You know, that was part of setting the table to deal with, cope with, elevate, transmute the energy of that situation. Okay, so if you haven't done that, it's time to slide the dimmer switch up on that. Okay. And I hear somebody saying, well, how do you slide the dimmer switch up on that? Because there's a reason why I feel the way I do, and my feelings are valid. And I'm like, you're absolutely right. Your feelings are valid. Well, how do you slide the dimmer switch up on a situation where your feelings are valid and they don't feel good? Okay, got it. Well, first off, it's all lessons and blessings and reasons and seasons. As soon as you can figure out the reasons and the lessons, you're going to unlock the blessings and change the seasons. So, you know, the harder the experience, the more difficult it was, of an experience, the harder it is to just let things go. The harder it is to get into an elevated feeling about it and not such a negative feeling about it. But if you can see how it made you wiser, faster, stronger, more sympathetic, more powerful, more empowered, more in tune, have stronger boundaries, whatever it was, it gave you something. Everything happens for a reason. And when you can figure out the reason, you'll transmute that energy of whatever that is, because it's just holding a low vibrational energy in your auric field. And the reason it's got to go is because, honey, you meant to shine bright like the sun, and things are supposed to be initiated, and you're in this creator mode, and you don't want to have that in your auric field as you're in this powerful creation mode. Otherwise, it becomes part of that what you're creating. Thank you. Okay. So I'm really enjoying working with the Caroline Myers archetype cards lately. We're going to go ahead and see what comes out in this spread. Show me. And they're showing me two sides of a table. Here we go. Detective on your side. Tribe side is coming out with detective. A few of you will resonate opposite energy between this side of the table and that side of the table. But majority of you are going to resonate with this detective energy. I hear trying to figure things out. Trying to see beyond the surface. Okay? Being observant and intuitive to seek out the truth. Okay? You're investigating something. Okay? Other side of the table, the thief. Yeah. I don't know who would be watching this channel and resonate with that energy right now. But anyways, I mean, so there's somebody there who, maybe they're learning I hear, you know, on a higher vibration, they could totally be learning their value. But in the most of it, it's like you're trying to figure out who stole my fill in the blank. That's what it looks like right here so far. Who stole my, where'd it go? Who stole my fill in the blank? Yeah. All right. So let me see the energy in between. The mentor. Okay. Okay. So this is about a lesson. And didn't I just say a lesson and a blessing? Okay. A reason and a season. Yes, I did. So every lesson, every difficult situation, that, you know, that ugly shit that happens in life, that, oh, that ruined my life. Oh, that ruined this situation. Oh, that was terrible. Situations like that, they always come with lessons and blessings. Always, always, always. And whenever you can unlock the lesson, then the blessing will be revealed, okay? For lack of better terms, and because they sound good, they rhyme and all that. And so in this situation, for some of you, this is a person that you thought you were real close to. But really, this is like the universe is taking you under their wing and saying, okay, honey, so we have a situation here. They're taking you under their wing. We had this situation where, you know, Joe Schmo over here came in and stole something. But we need you to understand, how is it that you aligned with that energy is what I just had come through. Okay. Well, what do you need to know? What do you need to know? Messiah. I heard complex. Messiah. The Messiah complex. Oh, what you need to know. Oh, okay. So a Messiah complex is more where like you trying to be a hero and save everybody and be their salvation. It is coming through though, like somebody here, they appealed to the Messiah complex in you. I heard that's a tactic to come close. And the thing is, you're trying to, one of the things that you want somebody to see in this is like you have true value. You have wealth and value in yourself that nobody can take. Okay? You're trying to share that understanding with somebody. You are. This is saying too that as you move forward, it's wise to focus on the good things in life. But they're saying in order to really get to where you can focus on the good thing in life, whatever this thief energy is, this coming out in your auric field right now needs to be addressed so that the energy can be transmuted. You are a healer. So somebody got, you know, they you've had some experiences with people that, I mean, a lack of reciprocation, unrequited loves, just unpleasant stuff. But it's time for a fresh creation. It's time for a fresh creation. All those things exist to teach you, to show you lessons, and to make you more aware. Okay. Somebody here, you're finding that, oh, wow, I am learning so much about how I'm blessed and safe and protected, how I'm so empowered. So in your case, there's somebody here who is making you aware of how you've been giving your energy away to things that you don't need to. So you don't necessarily have a thief next to you, but you have somebody next to you who has wisdom and insight to what you've been giving your power away to, where you've been giving your energy away to. And you've been wanting to know. So now this person is showing up to show it to you. This is somebody who's not all trying to be, like, this is somebody who is discreet. Thank you, stealth. This person is very stealth. They operate in stealth mode. They do. And they're very wise. They know that they don't need that much attention like that. All right, let's find out some more. I have the tea leaf fortune cards here, and I'm going to find out some more of what's going on in this. The way it works here is I don't premeditate on the message. I don't do that. I get the message when you get the message. So we're going to piece these things together. And everything I say, for some of you, everything out of my mouth is going to resonate. Like I've been staring at you and spying on you and stalking you. I promise I ain't got time to do all that. Some point soon here, I'm going to upload some of the nails I've been doing to my shorts because I've been busy, and you go see what I've been busy with. And so others of you, some of the stuff, it's just going to make sense. It's going to feel like truth when you hear it. And so there's some empowerment in this for you, but this is definitely a divinely channeled message because, like I said, I got woke up out of my sleep. I was so done after the day that, you know, I came home, I fixed myself some dinner, and although I thought about reading with you, my soul was like, take your ass to bed. And I was like, yes, sir, yes, ma'am, I'm gone. Okay. In your energy, pay attention to your health. Pay attention to your health. And these two together, the detective and this pay attention to your health with the cane, just came out showing me like scrutinizing. I'm seeing a person with the cane, and they're like pointing, and you know how you've seen on movies and cartoons, and the old person is using their coin. I said it, okay, but their cane to point and shake it at somebody, almost like chewing them out, right? Oh, simple. Thank you. They said, yeah, here you are. You're really investigating where is it that you have needed to pay attention to your health, but they're giving me in regards to words and ideas that you've been holding on to. Okay. I hear somebody outside screaming. It's 1:39 in the morning. That's crazy. Okay. And then they're also saying that I see somebody who is realizing what kind of people they've had around them, that they've been giving their energy to certain types of people that hasn't been beneficial, because they want to help, because they want to teach, because they want to elevate, because they want to heal somebody, and they know they're a healer. Thank you. And so I see also they just showed me you're starting to really put together. It's just like with me doing nails. The nails are just the bait. It's not about what, in other words, you come into people's life for a purpose. You come into people's life for a purpose because there's a change going to happen. There's a change going to happen when they come into your life. And some of these people is like, it's because you could, with the detective, they're showing me, you could see patterns. You could see things that they can't see. And so it's meant for you to reveal these things. Yeah, so that we could crack this egg open. So I'm getting the golden egg. And they're giving me the golden goose. And they're showing me, what that girl named Veronica something in the Willy Wonka. And I want a golden goose, Daddy. And she didn't freaking listen. Veruca, was that the girl? Anyways, whatever happened, she and then was it was it the golden goose, or was it the nuts? Oh, maybe I'm thinking of old Willy Wonka and new Willy Wonka, but whatever. They're also showing me, that's a bad nut. If you've seen these movies, you know what I'm talking about. So this person, they wanted something so bad. They wanted something so bad that Daddy, buy it for me. And then Daddy was like trying to buy it, and he's like, it's not for sale. It's not for sale. You can't buy this. It's not for sale. And they weren't trying to hear it. And then so Willy Wonka just stood back and let the girl be on her little tirade. And she ended up going down there, and she ended up getting put down into the garbage chute. And that's what they say. Yeah, she's a bad nut, you know. And it, and by the way children go, that was a little snotty little thing. She didn't listen to her father. She was very snarky and snooty and all of that. Okay, why is that coming up on the other side of the table when we have the egg there that says success is assured with good plans and hard work? Because somebody over there is realizing, like, I see somebody realizing it doesn't do them no good to be this lower vibrational way, to be a snarky, snooty little Veruca or whatever that girl name was, and just try to go, because that ends them up in the garbage. It ends them up in the garbage. I see, like, it looks to me like you're watching a fresh start in somebody. Like somebody's finally I hear they finally getting some common sense in this, is the way it came through just now. They're finally getting some common sense in this to see, like, when they try to make shortcuts. So there's somebody here who's ready to make a fresh start in a stable way, because they've tried to take what wasn't theirs before. They tried to take it from somebody else before. And it's like, I see tribe, you're able to point out something, see the pattern, or you're discovering something about this person on the side. I heard somebody, you feel like a person is part of the nest egg for you, or that, yeah, guaranteed success. Nobody could steal it. It's just, oh, I hear you're keeping a watchful eye on your creation. You're keeping a watchful eye on the egg that you have in gestation. Okay, you're keeping a watchful eye on the egg that you have in gestation. You're about to hatch something and you're keeping a watchful eye on it, making sure it's safe, okay? And knowing that your true wealth can't be stolen from you, and that your potentials meet their reality. Your potentials reach their reality. That's an eventuality. This egg is gonna crack at some time. Okay, this is it. What you need to know. There's guaranteed success in this. Okay, you're showing somebody. I heard you have such a high success rate. That's what I heard. You have such a high success rate. They cut me off. They're showing somebody in this connection with you the how to overcome whatever situation there is, and you're letting somebody know, like you're not sugarcoating in this too, the way you're letting them know, but you're letting them know how to transmute some sort of energy, how to move in stealth. You're watching somebody who's learning to move in stealth too. Yeah, they're reminding me of a post that I saw today. Someone's like, yeah, I want to go to social media and post everything about my life, but instead I go to God. And I'm just thinking to myself, yeah, I see how you're doing that, but do you see how you're still going to social media? Okay, but okay. And what they're saying is, like, some people just want to, interesting. So much coming through. So be patient with me as I try to bring it through in a word after word and not trip over my tongue fashion. Linear, one word at a time. Okay. So when you're talking to somebody is telling you their experience. This person, likely, I see somebody who doesn't have as much experience as you do. They're telling you what they're experiencing now, and you're telling them, listen, you got to keep some of this stuff to yourself. You shouldn't tell nobody. Because they're telling you, this is like, thank you. They give me the perfect example. This is like your friend who tells you, man, I was so excited about that job interview and I posted about it and everybody was all excited for me and this and that and the other. But do you know that it fell through, blah, 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 and I didn't get the job and blah, blah, blah. And you're like, honey, stop telling people what you're gonna do. Stop telling people what you got coming up. You don't announce nothing about the new job until you got the job, till you sign the new work contract. Then you talk about the new job. In other words, you don't want to bring a bunch of thank you. Just like this egg. So this person over here, other side of the table, is really coming through like an associate of yours, some sort of associate of yours. They got something in their nest. They're making something. They're growing something, right? And I see this is like a conversation where it's like the value of keeping it between you and the universe until it's done is how you have guaranteed success in the situation. And some of you are the friend and you are the detective at the same time. You're on both sides of this table. They're showing me. So what does that mean? You're soul searching. You're doing the work privately, outwardly. You're not telling nobody. You're keeping it to yourself. You're just keeping it silent. I heard both are true. All of them are true. Everything you said today was true, Melinda. It's just, who is it true for? Because there's so many people tapped into the channel and so many people hearing these messages, and it applies to different ones in different ways, and some of them are just here to be entertained, and that's it. Okay. Damn, that hot tea is a perfect temperature now. I can actually sip it down. Love it. So you're paying attention to your health. You know you got things that you're working on. You're paying attention to your spiritual health. The physical thing, like, it's growing. It's growing. You're good. Okay, on the physical side. Business is growing, career is growing, body's doing good. Just, you're paying attention to your emotional, your mental, your spiritual. You will be playing a different role. What you need to know with the Messiah, You will be playing a different role. You're going to save yourself. Healer, heal thyself, I heard. This with this person, where this is about this other person that you're having this associate, that you're having this chat with. This person is going to really be looking to you for additional information, confirmations, guidance, and such. And anywhere where you're working in a spiritual realm, you're a spiritual investigator, a spiritual detective, a spiritual service provider, this person is definitely going to add to that for you. I see an investigation of what is going on with my nest egg. They're giving me a nest egg. And nest egg is like a retirement fund. It's like a savings fund. Let me see what else. Someone who is entering your life. The chair filled over here with this hedonist energy, which is talking about embracing the good things in life and celebrating the beauty in yourself. And the chair is filled, honey. Yes. Okay. So this just gave me a huge feeling of where it's applying to you and you. A huge part of your healing process, a huge part of your realizations right now has to do with what's yours is yours. It's not anybody else's. The more you take care of your spiritual, mental, and emotional health, it continues to grow. This is the path of success. You're going to be doing things differently. One of the things you're going to be doing differently is keeping a lot of information to yourself that previously you would have shared. We're not going to be doing all that anymore. And we have the anger at the bottom of the deck over here, and we have the healer at the bottom of the deck over there, and they're both talking about energy and moving of energy. Okay, so it's showing me that before the energy moved you, now you move the energy. Big difference. I'm hearing big difference. Okay. Big difference. It's time for a new beginning, a fresh start. This is blessed. Some of you, I see a relationship you're attracting. You've been on this journey, ready for it. Like, have you seen her? Tell me, have you seen her? You have been. Well, that's gonna work out. The thing about the journey was it brought you to this place of understanding that at the end of the day, like, it's okay to expect her or him to show up in your life, but your real wealth isn't about her or him. They're not your have all, end all, be all. They're not your big payday. You are the reason I love, the reason I trust. God sent me an angel. You are, okay, the best in the world, a wonderful girl. Having you in my life, it makes me realize. Okay, so what they saying? It's like you serenading you. It's you serenading you. Okay. Oh, all right. So they said, you're a healer. Something happened really quick and it pissed you off. They want me to go into this experience and it feels very different. And it's time for something new to happen. It's time for something different. The shit's got to change. It's got to change. Okay. You are co-creating something with the universe. And it has to do something with healing. And you being a healer. And learning and teaching a lesson to somebody who doesn't understand that they need to watch themselves about you, because your spirit team don't play about you. You're co-creating, and somebody is trying to get in the middle of that. I see somebody trying to get in the way of what you're co-creating with God, with the universe, and they don't get to do that because you put in the hard work. Somebody want to come in and you've taken care of yourself through all of this, and somebody want to come in and just slide in. I heard slide to the left, slide to the right. Yeah, no, somebody wants to just slide in on what you've been working on. This is like, they just showed it to me, a perfect example. This is like you are working on a group project, and you've been working on this group project for a month. You and whoever else was involved in the group project, right? But this one student didn't do shit. They just sat there, and they want your name. They want to put their name on it, and they didn't do nothing. They just sat there, or they weren't even there. I'm just like, they went on vacation all month, right? And they think they just going to take credit for it. But hold on, the teacher peeped game. The teacher peeped game in the class, and the teacher's like, oh, you hadn't even participated. I've been observing everybody, and you know, you didn't cooperate. You made your team members do all the work, so they gonna get all the credit, because I never saw you lift a pen, a crayon, a piece of paper, or some scissors, a book, or nothing. They're saying nothing. I don't see you lift up nothing. They just want to come in and get some of your nest egg. They feel like, well, you know, you got the golden chicks that lays the golden eggs, and I can come and grab one of your golden eggs and you'll never miss it. Your golden goose just lays golden eggs all the time, so why can't I just come and take some of your golden eggs? Because they're mine. Oh. And golden eggs is not like, why they said, and these golden eggs is not like sharing tacos. And somebody's like, don't you touch my tacos. What the heck is that all about? But the point is, you built this, so you're the one that has put in the work. You're the one that's put in the energy. You're the one that put in the time. We're going to take them right off the top. In this situation, yeah, somebody is thinking they're sneaky. They thinking they could get away with it. They thinking nobody sees them. There's somebody there that thinks that they could get away with something, taking what doesn't belong to them. They don't realize that they're constantly being observed. They're constantly being observed. And they're saying, likewise, Spirit has been observing you for a long time. Okay, everybody in this is being observed. Even on the physical 3D level, bro. Don't worry about covering up your cameras. I mean, unless you're going to cover up your TV and your laptop and, you know, dismantle your phone and take the power source out. They're always watching. They're always watching. They've always been watching since the 70s. Lord of mercy. The technology's been there. You're always being watched. Now, that's on the physical plane. How much more so on the spiritual plane? Somebody thought they were getting away with some shit. They ain't getting away with nothing. And I just see, like, in this situation, you said, hold on, I need to investigate this a little bit more. Something going on here. I need to make sure everything is good. Okay, so let me find out more. In your physical experience, you surrender. We have surrender in the 5 of Wands. They're saying, yeah, you're surrendering to the fact that it's a competition out here. The competition is thick in these streets. Okay, you're surrendering to the fact that, you know, everybody's out for their own. Everybody want the same. Everybody's competing for the same position. Everybody's competing for the same position, but the chair is filled. Okay, and you get to indulge as the hedonist. Okay, so everybody's competing for this position. This just looks very spiritual right now. But let me keep going. I digress. Let me go see what the cards say. In your emotional body, you have peace and the sun. Oh, yeah, see? So you got peace like a river in your soul, okay? Or in your heart. Oh, and in your mind. Oh, okay. Even though you know that there's people out here want to compete with you and you know, there's stuff that's going on and all that, you just surrender to that. It's like, oh, I'll just leave this. I'll leave this in God's hands because I don't even know about all that. But in your heart, you're at peace. Okay, there's a problem here in the physical reality, but you're not emotionally dismantled by it or bothered by it or thrown off your trajectory by it. You're not getting distracted. It said something about distractions in here. Pay attention to any fears that attempt to sway you in other directions. Okay. So aware of the fears and not being distracted by the fears. because right now, like there, so this is like the stress that comes up as a level up and a breakthrough happens. There's been a divine plan the whole time. There's just know that anywhere where somebody thought they was taken from you, they had got away with some shit, lying, cheating, thieving. Well, they faffled. It's time, they forked around and they're finna find out now. Okay, let me see above you. Let's just finish pulling this card. You see? Movement and justice. This is what I'm talking about. You already know. Like, go ahead, play. Don't play with me. I mean, you might even warn people, like, please don't play with me. Don't play with me. Because at the end of the day, every time you think about me, you think you're getting away with something. I get paid. I receive that. I receive it all in love. I receive it all in love and peace and happiness and $100 bills, baby. Okay, that's what I heard. Cream, hit the money. Dollar bill, y'all. $100 bill, y'all. I heard, yeah. You are divinely protected. Anything that thinks it can come against you. And it's like you're giving a battle that they ain't never used to seeing. Like, you put up a hell of a fight. I'm hearing you put up a hell of a fight. I heard a lot of people would just quit and walked away a long time ago, but you're not you. You're not the one. You're not the one to quit and walk away. You're going to stand here and battle till the battle is done. Let me see in the spiritual body. We have energy and 3 of Cups. Look at that. Your heart, your mind, and your soul are all in alignment. Like, we got this. Give them the fight of your life. Like, we're going to surrender to the flow. We know there's competition out there. We know everybody ain't in agreement with this, but that's how you fight. You keep following the energy. I'm not saying you out here throwing blows at people, but the way you throw your blows is you maintain your peace. You keep moving forward. You know that the universe is conspiring in your favor. And if they thought they got away with something, they're going to be sorely mistaken, because it's like this 5 of Wands is looking like a roadblock. You're looking like you created a roadblock. When you surrender, thank you. When you surrender to the as is, it's like you created a roadblock for whoever thought they could come against you, steal from you, take from you, mess with your nest egg, throw you off your path. And then I heard, or take your place. So somebody here really wanted to take your place. They can't do that. It's not working. Let's find out about the other side of the table. In the physical, they have the reflection and the 8 of Pentacles. Well, look at that. This is part of the problem. Like, so this person, they're putting in the work, and they're trying, somebody here, they're putting in work. They're putting in work, and they're starting to see things reflected back to them. Thank you. And they said, and so you want to be grateful where there's any resistance on the path, any problems in the way. Like, you want to know about that now, not later. You want to know about that now. And so that's part of this, is like, oh, thank you. Yeah, you even, I see somebody ask God, Spirit, Source, Universe, show me what I really need to see here. Show me the lesson. Show me the lesson so I could, get through that lesson. I'm ready to receive the lesson. Show me what I thought I knew, but I didn't know. Okay, show me, what do I need to know? What are you trying to teach me here? What are you trying to show me here? You ask what you need to see. Okay, you ask what you need to see. And so then the pattern is revealed. You're seeing the pattern revealed on where you kept giving your energy, you kept giving your time, you kept putting your focus outside, and then it was like affecting your nest egg. It was affecting your internal value, your true value that could, and your potential wealth that can never be stolen in some sort of a way. Let me see in the emotional body on that side of the table. We have the growth and the 7 of Cups. Well, it's like you're looking like you've grown. It's like the things that happen around. Anyone that came in with illusions in your life, karmic energies, 8 of Pentacles in the physical. Any karmic energies that came in and they lied about their feelings, okay, because we had the 7 of Swords in the center aligning with the 7 of Cups, and the 7 of Cups is about illusions and options, okay? Anyone that came in like that with illusions, keeping their options open, and a karmic energy in your life, they were there for your soul's growth. And it's like, so you're asking, how is it that I've attracted this kind of karmic situation? How do I grow from it? What can I learn from it? What's the reason and the season and the lesson and the blessing? You're ready for all that. Okay, let me finish pulling the spread. In the other side of the table, mental body, the Death card and the Two of Cups. The Death card and the Two of Cups, the end of love. This love is over. This is a love that'll change everything. A connection that changes everything. You're moving forward. And somebody don't like it. Oh, somebody don't like it. They know that that's over for them. You got cause to celebrate. A lot of people be in your space. Somebody, what you don't know is somebody here, they see your work. They seen your work. They thinking about you. Okay, well, let me finish pulling it. Spirit body, other side of the table, the Ghost and the Knight of Cups. Okay. Yeah, okay. Thank you. All right. One more thing before we really bump our gums. I heard the King of Cups is at the bottom of the tarot. On the bottom of the Oracle deck, we have magic. Okay, emotional mastery creates magic, first off. So, it is time for a new beginning for you. The LC1 gave us that energy, that it's time for new beginnings for you, that it is time for you to use the creation templates that you have available to you, that your life choices are empowering you, and that the universe is giving you a green light. The green light looks like it is in regards to this situation. The green light is there, the growth. There's your green light, the growth. Growth from what? Growth from the illusions and the fact that you're holding on to peace. Somebody brought some fucking beautiful story, but that's all it was a story. Somebody here, they came in with these illusions and the idea of, they love you, and oh boy, they really, like, what you need to know is Spirit took their ass straight away too. Spirit took somebody straight away from you, because you got all the energy in this situation that you needed. You put things together, and you got that heart, mind, and spirit alignment going on, okay? And it's not about what somebody can do for you in the physical at all. Things are always working out in your favor. There's this karmic energy that's been around you. I see that Spirit is trying to tell somebody, like, they need to apologize. Maybe not to your ears, maybe just to your spirit, because I see like your spirit is saying, oh no, you can't come around here no more. Somebody here, like, no matter what, the path to you, anybody who tried to lie and cheat and steal, they saw you as a target. They saw that you were alone. They thought you were alone. They didn't realize that you had a spirit team that don't play about you. And somebody, I heard this, they didn't know you had a whole legal team on your side. What? They're going to be so disappointed when they find that you got a whole legal team on your side. You and your legal team are going to be toasting, a celebration toast. Yay, we won. Okay. Whether this legal team is physical 3D world or spirit realm, your spirit team definitely. And whoever this is, their spirit team is saying they better just give it up. They better just give it up and do it nicely. With the Knight of Cups, they better give it up and do it nicely. And it better come with an apology. I heard that needs to come with an apology. Somebody that's part of the court order, again, spiritual or physical, part of the court orders, they need to apologize. This karmic energy, and this is like a company or a co-worker or somebody that's bringing a problem. They're bringing a problem. You're like, well, listen, there ain't nothing I could do. Well, why is this problem coming? Because, the reflection you're giving them is not what they're used to seeing. Like, you don't fit the normal form. You don't fit anything that they're used to. You do things differently. And how dare you? How dare you keep a smile on your face? We didn't want you to keep a smile on your face about this. Well, They didn't know that they shouldn't have been messing with you. You were not the one to mess around with. They should have did their side of the contract. They should have did what they were supposed to do. And so you were saying, and somebody here, you've been having a hard time because the situation looks real weird and you had to move differently in this situation. Like, so when they gave the permission slip to lie and cheat and steal towards you, like literally the universe permission slip was given. So now you could lie and cheat and steal towards them. And guess what? It ain't counted against your karma because they did it first. But at the same time, like, you don't have to lower your vibration. Maybe I see you use whatever stealth, that word is coming out again, stealth, to get your ass up out of this situation, okay? So you told them what they needed to hear, but since they have been lying to you through their teeth since way back when, they didn't do their part since way back when, it was okay for you to say what you had to do to protect yourself, because these people were really trying to attack you, or this company, or this person, whatever, that was really after you. They were really, really after you. They're going to wish they had not. I'm hearing there ain't going to be nothing left but a shell when you're done. When you're done with this. And the thing is, you're not even like, I'm taking them for everything. It's not like that. But when you're done with this, there will be nothing left but a shell, is what I'm hearing. Yeah, and they're showing me, you know how snails and those like crabs, hermit crabs, they'll move from one shell to another shell, and then the shell they left, it just left there abandoned, just like it would. Yeah, this is gonna be nothing but a shell of a person by the time that spirit is done with them. There's somebody here who's finally realizing, like, the reflection that they're seeing with you and the reasons why you don't want to deal with them. And they know they can't apologize. They know they can't apologize, because now the same thing they try to do to you is going back to them. And what should have been working in their favor, and who should have showed up and did whatever job and followed their side of the contract, is not doing that for them. And now, you know, the same forking that they wanted to give to you is the same forking that they're getting stabbed back with right now. Oh. Yeah, so you have really had to make peace with the fact that everybody's out to watch out for their own back. Everybody's out to take care of themselves. But the way you move through this season is different, and it puts you in a protected position. It puts you in a state of, if the energy that you put out is coming back to you, you ain't scared of meeting that. See, karma's only a bitch if you are, and if you've been doing ugly things out here, then yeah, you might want to be afraid of that. But if you haven't been putting out ugly energy, then you don't have to worry about getting ugly energy back. The hell is that? Oh, I don't know. There's some crazy noise coming from upstairs. And I see where you made peace with the fact that, well, people are just going to be, you know, it's going to be what it's going to be. People are going to be out for their own interests. You know, the people think they can compete. They think they can challenge. They think they can step to you. They think they can step to you. They have ideas in their heart. They try to plant some seeds of love. They try to make you think it was going to be something. Glamour spell. Lord have mercy. Is that all the hell you've been trying to get me to see? Somebody here didn't know that they were dealing with with a person. Oh, Lord have mercy. Somebody tried to put a glamour spell, which makes them look really, really great in your eyes, or untouchable, or makes you think you can't. You can't. Whatever your goal is, whatever you need to do to take care of you, makes you think you can't. And yes, you can. It's a glamour spell. The thing is, it doesn't work for you, because the healer, heal thyself. You're a healer. Like, you are not over here just Joe Schmo anybody. That's what they're used to. Somebody tried to use some glamour magic to make you fall in love with them. They wanted you to fall in love with them, and that would be the death of you. Well, We're creating from a new energy now. Your spirit loves the new energy you're creating from. And I'm like, if we're creating, so in the part of my brain is arguing with spirit. If we're creating from a new energy, why are we talking about what the fuck was? I don't understand why you keep talking about what was if we're creating from a new energy. Because you need to know that you is blessed, safe, and protected, and you made wise moves. And spirit moving forward is salud, like celebrating. This is celebrating. This is mind, body, spirit alignment. This is your heart and your mind and your soul all moving together cohesively in one energy, in one direction. This situation was part of getting you in alignment with that, okay? And part of that was also, again, sealing somebody else's karma based off of the way that they moved. They thought that this person, oh my God, this reading, here we go with this energy again. It started out looking like something completely different, but they're going there again, and it's like somebody here had a karmic energy, and boy, they sure thought that they could tell you what it's gonna be. They thought, because it's worked so much before, it worked with everybody before. They got everybody before you to do what they wanted them to do. They got everybody before you to fall for their illusions, and their illusions were able to grow, and then they lived off of those illusions for a while until they got tired of it or whatever. But you know, it doesn't, you put up a hell of a fight. You put up a hell of a fight. And you're like, oh God, look at this person. They trying to cast illusions. They think I don't know. You might play stupid too. You may play dumb. I see you just play like, oh, you think you can, okay. Well, I'm going to let you think that. You go ahead and you think that, okay? You could think all you want to. But you're going to find out. Okay, you want to fuck around and find out. You want to fuck around and find out? Well, fine. Fine. You're like, not my circus, not my monkeys. You're the one that did it. My soul team don't play about me. My ancestors really go to bat for me. Like, and they will knock your head off your block. Quit playing. They will knock your head off your block. And that's what this looks like. Somebody, thank you, whatever the fuck that noise was finally stopped. That shit was crazy, and it sounded like it was coming right here. It's somebody that live up there now. Anyways, that's the worst I get to deal with. Yay, that's as worst as it gets, and it's over. 2 of Cups and the Death card. They got their block knocked off. All those ideas of making an attachment to you to steal your nest egg. Lord of mercy. So you might even be saying, I don't even know what my nest egg is you keep talking about. Don't worry, somebody else they could see it in your energy field or something. They had enough magic in them to see that you'll be a great one to be attached to. But they got their block knocked off. In other words, their head got knocked off. In other words, this is the headspace position. The love is dead. They thought that they were growing it. They had this idea. They thought that they were making it grow. They thought they had you right where they wanted you. But in reality, it's dead. Because in your headspace was movement and justice. You're like, okay, this is like when you look at God and you're like, okay, God, what the fuck are we doing here? Let's get this done. Okay, when you're done, I'm leaving. So let's hurry up and let's wrap this up. Wrap it up. And you're like, because I already know this ain't the one. I already know this ain't the deal. Like, whatever this is, I could see that there's some BS going on here, okay? And this is not where it's at. So I'll sit up here and I'll deal with this. So you can see who's the liar, cheat, and the thief. So they could steal. So they could steal. They think that they could steal. Okay, but so they could seal or clear their karma. Well, we can see how that's going because we already see their pattern. You're at peace with it. You were at peace with it. In your emotional body, you had peace and you had the sun. You were like, listen, I can see clearly now. I see all this stuff. They thought they had you under illusion. Is somebody here who thought they had you under an illusion? You're completely at peace about it. They know it's over and their spirit is trying to get them to let it go. Listen, somebody here, they didn't stop. They didn't stop because I just heard, don't stop, get it. But it felt real evil. Like if there was this sinister, ooh, like that old Vincent Price voice from the beginning of Thriller. Okay. But it felt very sinister saying, don't stop, get it. That's the way I heard it. And what they're saying is like this person, that whatever attachment they have some sort of, wow, that's what this reflection card just said. This person has attached themselves to something, and they keep painting a picture based off of what they've attached themselves to. And the way that they're showing it to me is very much some sort of entity, demonic for some sort of God. So they work with some sort of entity. They've attached themselves to it. And that entity keeps telling them, don't stop, get it. In other words, don't stop trying to put this magic, this glamour spell, this love spell, this curse, whatever it is, over the chosen ones. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. Because see, here's the thing. When they started working with this entity, there was an agreement. There was an agreement that they were going to deliver your soul. They were going to deliver you. You were up on the chopping block. That's what they thought, because they've been able to do that. What does that mean? When you come into somebody's house and you just disrupt all their peace, and by the time you leave, their life is in shambles, and so their spirit is in shambles, and now, you know, the love and the joy and the love and peace and happiness is all destroyed in their life, and so now they've delivered that soul to the devil, to the demon, to the entity, whatever. Well, that didn't work with you. That didn't work so well over here. Why? Because you already had your emotional mastery intact. Because you already understand the purpose of these connections. Yeah, and you're not looking to this person to fulfill something for you. You already got your own magic. You already been through the pain that birthed your magic. Now, this is all coming up with the LC1 card energy, talking about just new creation. It's like the yes jar finally got filled with the no's in this. Like this was something you had to say no to at the end of the day. And, you know, whatever illusions of grandeur they had, whatever illusions that they were going to steal your nest egg, steal your destiny, steal your life, all that shit's coming home to reap real bad. And because they promised your soul up on a silver platter, that entity keeps telling them, don't stop, get it. Because so what's happening is every time they repeat the spell, the curse, the blood magic, the bone magic, the whatever the fuck they think they're doing to try to tap into your energy, it's like they're killing themselves. And I know the way they're giving it to me, killing me softly with his words. With their own words, they're killing themselves softly, because they sure ain't killing you. Because of the protection that's on you. There's a protection that's on you. And you know what? That's what somebody wanted to do. They wanted to offer you up on a platter. But they tried to come in this face of love. I'm going to show them love. But really, I'm going to feed them to the demon. I'm going to feed them to the devil. And if I can do that, I'll be able to steal their nest egg. That's the way the message is coming through. Lord of mercy, I'm so done with it reading about this, because I'm like, can you please go somewhere with yourself in this energy? This is crazy. Well, they're letting us know that the energy is going somewhere. That's why LC1, LC1, whatever. I keep saying it differently every other time I say it. But that's why that card came out. What's yours is yours. It ain't going to nobody else. No matter what they think that they can do, no matter what magic they think they have, whatever entities is working on their side, they literally cannot take what is yours. What's yours is yours, and you're the one that gets it. And that's what I have for you today. So don't fall for the funky vibes. Don't fall for the people trying to battle against you and put you in stress. You ain't worried about none of that. You don't need to be worried about none of that. And you know what? The whole universe is conspiring in your best interest. And as soon as you can figure out the lessons, you'll unlock the blessings. And, you know, anywhere where you already see these lessons and you can see the justice is working in your interest, keep going. This 5 of Wands is coming through like what do they say? Thank you. It's dark, it's just before the dawn type of energy. Like if you stay consistent here, you're going to have that breakthrough you've been wanting, looking for, hoping for, experiencing. expecting. Thank you. It comes because the energy is there, and in your spirit body, you got the energy and you got the mind, body, soul alignment. Your heart and your mind and your soul is all in alignment. You got your words, you got your actions, and you got your feelings all going in the same direction. There's an alignment happening in the divine thruple energy. Yeah, baby. They can't fuck with you. And then I hear MC Hammer, can't touch it. Da-da, can't touch it. Yeah, they can't touch this. This is crazy. Show me some more. I got the love oracle cards right here. So let's see. Let's just reveal a little bit more. I see you, wise soul. So thankful and grateful. Daniel, Marcus, Ismael. Okay, let's see what we have. What else do we have? So thankful and grateful for your beautiful presence. Thank you for the growth on our channel. I can definitely put you in my schedule to get your cards read for you very soon. I have the fastest turnaround times on getting these readings out. I just paid for the website to be, you know, up for another 3 months. Lord of mercy. So you could go on there and you can look below the video. Those of you sending love donations, really appreciate you. But mostly I just appreciate that you are. You are the reason I love, the reason I trust. God send me an angel. You are. Okay, that was all off tone. Anyways, in this situation, paradise in reverse. Somebody tried to make you think that this was everything, that this was your paradise, that this was where it was going to be. Yeah, somebody really wanted you in this situation. Like you already know what your paradise looked like. Your life is pretty fucking good on your own, but they wanted to get all up in your paradise. Okay, wedding rings in reverse. These cards is flipping themselves upside down. So yeah, that's why they wanted to marry you. They wanted to attach to you. Again, that's a great way. You know, you got to watch out who you sign these contracts with, folks, because that's a great way to tap into your nest egg. But you said, no, thank you. Yeah, no, thank you. I'm just going to take care of myself. I don't need you to make me happy. I don't need you to make me feel good. Yeah, self-indulgence. Self-indulgence. You take care of your own emotional mastery. If it ain't making you happy, you're not getting involved. You focus on your self-worth. You already know, like you've been healing your shadow work. You've been healing all these things in yourself. You're a healer. And so, you know, you have self-appreciation. You don't need somebody's approval. Yeah. Love you. Love you. And I heard from a distance, blowing the kisses. Love you from a distance. Okay, but yeah, that's about it. Okay. You thinking about new love? Because I just hear Jody Watley come through. I'm searching for a new love, baby. A new love. Wow, look, and you're going to find somebody new. Oh, this is going to piss somebody off. Yes, because look, now the, oh, Lord have mercy. I didn't realize I had two cards. Sunglasses and the date. Somebody, well, you over here, somebody gonna see you. They gonna know it's over. Yeah, you're gonna go on a date. You're gonna go on a great date. You're gonna be looking good. And maybe it's a girl's night out type of a thing, right? But whatever it is, somebody gonna be looking. Spirit was always watching the way you move. Because now I'm here. I like the way you move. Whoever this karmic energy is, whatever their thinking style is outdated. It does not apply. They're living in the past. And they can't get over the last time they saw that ass. That's what I heard. They can't get over the last time they saw your ass. Okay. They really wanted in this relationship, they wanted it to be long-term. They really wanted this relationship to be long-term. They wanted it to grow. This person wanted to attach to your soul. They have an old way of thinking. You don't, okay? And it's time with the clock and heartbroken. Yeah, it's over. Somebody, they knew you were going to come into a new relationship. They knew you wouldn't stay single forever. Oh, but here's the thing. They refuse to change. The dragonfly is coming out in reverse. They refuse to evolve. They refuse to grow. They refuse to learn, okay? And girl talk. And that girl talk is actually, again, giving me that energy, like whoever they've been talking to. Some of them, it wasn't this person directly that was casting spells and speaking with entities and shit and trying to make love spells and attachment spells to you. Oh, but their girlfriend was. Whoever their friend is, they were. They have a friend. They call that friend. Oh, I need them to say, I need you to make them fall in love with me. Can you do a love spell for me? Oh, that was such a bad idea. When are these practitioners going to learn that it's a bad idea to try to insert your energy in somebody else's life? Because not only is the person that tried to fuck with you and invoke that, if they contacted a friend, not only is it them, but also whoever the practitioner was that they contacted, oh, they all pay in hell. There's hell to pay. There's hell to pay for trying to come to you because you were protected. You are protected by a special kind of magic that has to do with your authenticity. That has to do with your co-creative powers. And it has to do with the fact that you stay on purpose. This is what I have for you for this episode of Tarot in the Shadows. So thankful and grateful for your beautiful presence. Until next time, sending you so much love and peace and happiness. Kamsahamnida. Gracias. Let it be, baby. That's all, folks. And I'm out. Mwah.